This next slide deals with what I believe are the most compelling reasons for relocation from the Shepherd Street site to the campus at the Abbey facility. As a Catholic school, Benedictine does the right thing. We take students from across the socioeconomic spectrum. We accept students into school here who other private schools may not give a chance at a private education. And that is the right thing to do. However, we have to acknowledge some facts that when we do that, which provides the type of culture and climate that we want for our students, that's more representative of the real world at large, we have students at school, given that operating model, that admissions model, who need extra academic assistance beyond what they can attain in the 48 minutes of a math class or an English class. We're a military school. The boys are here at 7:30 a.m. every morning for formation, and they're in the parking lot in the afternoon until 3:15, 3:20. The vast majority of our students also participate in athletics, if not one sport, multiple sports, some of them even playing sports in all 4 seasons of the year. If you give a young man a choice between academic tutoring, which we are offering in all disciplines every day after school as part of our study skills program, if you give a young man a choice between that and making it to football practice or lacrosse practice or soccer practice on time, he will choose athletic practice 10 times out of 9. And all of us who have been young men acknowledge that we would have done the same thing. So we put ourselves in a bit of a difficult situation where we have students that we want to assist and who need the assistance, but because of the way we operate makes it difficult to achieve that assistance. Another thing that is impacted as regards a student's academic day in our current operating model is just the implications of when we start practice, when we end practice, a commute home, wash, dinner, and how much time really remains in a day for study. We are increasing the academic rigor of the school. We had a higher standard this year than in recent years for athletic and extracurricular participation in all extracurricular activities. The good news is that with a higher standard, we had less students ineligible this year than we did last year with a lower standard. If you challenge boys, if you challenge young men, and give them a mission and hold them accountable, they will achieve it. They will always respond. But when practice doesn't start until 4:30, and it can't start any earlier because of our commutes and warm-ups and getting uniforms on and all of that, and it doesn't end until 6:30, by the time our students are clean and fed and at home and can begin their work, it is late in the evening, as any parent will attest to. I won't argue that this is a new phenomenon at Benedictine. We've been commuting students to athletic facilities for a long time, be it the Abbey or Benedictine West or other places, but I have yet to hear someone argue to me that this is the best solution for our students' academic day, because it is not. If you ask our faculty what is one thing that they would like to have more of, it is access to their students. Again, we have faculty members here after school every day, and we have students who need their assistance. We're providing the opportunity, but we're not capitalizing on it the way that we can because the vast majority of our student population departs campus promptly to make it to the Abbey for athletic practice. We have a number of clubs here at school, the drill team, a growing band, the Raider team, rifle team, etc. And we want students to participate in these activities, and many of them do and want to participate in more. However, given the military program and schedule of formations in the afternoon and in the morning, and that we're a Catholic school, so theology is a course taught to all students, our time to allow students to participate in these activities during the academic day is nil. And so many cases, a student must choose between athletic participation and the drill team, or the band, or the Raider team, etc. And what we want to accomplish our mission are students who are outstanding cadets, embrace the military program, embrace athletics, participate in all parts of the holistic Benedictine experience. At our Goochland campus, we can do more of that because we will be co-located and students can participate in multiple activities because the day after school is less impacted by commutes and would allow for mutual participation in these activities and athletics at the same time. At our current school, we have 21 classrooms and 0 office space for faculty. Today's academic environment is not the academic environment of 20 or 30 years ago, when the vast majority of teachers were full-time, taught periods in every classroom segment of the day, and therefore you had a lower number of faculty members and essentially a classroom for each faculty member. Today we have 36 faculty members at school, because in today's academic environment many teachers are part-time. That is the choice that they make for a variety of different reasons, which is good for students because it allows for more time for faculty preparation and individual engagement of their students after school if they are available, and it allows faculty members to specialize more than what they used to, which is good in terms of professionalizing the classroom environment. However, that creates a situation where essentially the vast majority of teachers, almost all, do not have their own classroom. And every classroom is being utilized during the day for some period or some discipline or another. So where do faculty members have the space to work? Well, there's a small faculty lounge at school, which really is not adequate for conducting the other things besides lecture. And there's much more to teaching than just lecture. There is preparation, there is grading, there are meetings with students and meetings with other faculty members within your discipline and cross-pollination between disciplines. You would think that the theology department and English department would work closely together so they can achieve their common goal of teaching a pursuit of virtue through the characters in their stories, whether that be the Bible stories in theology class or classic literature in English class. However, at our current facility, there just isn't space for that collaboration to happen easily, or for faculty members to find space to prepare or grade or meet with students in a quiet and undisturbed manner. Whereas at our Goochland campus, given the significant increase in square footage inside the facility, all faculty members will have officing, and that officing will be in the officing by discipline model, which allows faculty members within a discipline to co-office, be located near each other, and with disciplines that they collaborate with. So this is of great advantage to our students because it improves our curriculum and delivery of the curriculum. Last couple points. Early dismissals. Every year we have approximately 100 early dismissals, and we will always have some of those for field trips or away games in Norfolk or Washington, D.C. However, half of those early dismissals are for home games currently, because soccer, some football, lacrosse, tennis, and other sports, track and field, etc., play their home games at the Abbey. And because we're competing with daylight, we don't have lights at the Goochland facility, nor will we anytime soon. Those events must start right after school. So our students when competing in those events, must depart school 1, 2, sometimes even 3 periods before the school day ends, depending on the sport and the timing of the match. And it's easy to understand that that is not beneficial for a student's academic day. And lastly, we have programs at school that we have been developing that we wish to continue to develop, specifically within the arts department in music and drama, but to attract students who have these talents, musical talent and dramatic talent, public speaking talent. You need the type of facilities that allow you to attract them during the admissions process. At the Benedictine School on Shepherd Street, these types of practices are conducted in our gymnasium, which is adequate, although not the most marketable. Where at our Goochland campus, we have a brand new state-of-the-art auditorium in the Shepherd Auditorium, and plans to develop a music and fine arts wing to allow us to attract students with those inspirations.